Hi guys, so today I'm with Kevin and we are going to look around Boughton. It's old ruins of this church. It's called Old St John's Church. As you can see, that's probably the wrong way around because I've got the front facing camera. But yeah, hi and welcome. It's like the worst intro ever, but I don't care because it's fun. Anyway, so we're going to go around, suss all this energy, see if we pick up on any of the like well-known spirits or not, different ones, and then let you know as we go along. Kevin will be popping his head in because I'm forcing him every now and then. But he's helping me with filming and stuff, and he's bought some extra equipment so that I can use my apps on my phone, which is helpful for picking up any ghostly activity. So yeah, come and join us, we'll have some fun. So we're at the gate for now because my guide's like, hey, start at the gate and see what the energy's like. So we're going to sort of have a moment, see what I'm feeling. I did walk down this path earlier and have like heart palpitations, which is normally an unrest spirit to me. So yeah, let's have a moment and see what we can pick up on. I heard Georgia. Okay, so Georgia is a spirit that wants to make communication today, so maybe we'll talk to her in a bit, but that was very quick. Okay, maybe like they've been told I'm coming or something, I don't know. Anything else or anyone else want to say hi? Okay, so I've been told like there's a bit of a dodgy spirit, so I have heard this from like other YouTube channels and stuff, but there's like something coming up with, there's a bit of a nasty, I'm getting a male spirit. Apparently the guy that like worked at the church could be a bit grumpy. He was being a bit grumpy over this way earlier when we had a quick walk around to see what we were like dealing with, the terrain, the weather permitting ways, and mud and stuff like that. We'd have to check it out. But yeah, maybe it's him. Let's see if there's anything else just quickly. Seemed like a lady in white, and then there's a ginger lady and I can see her, but it's like redder hair. She's showing me redder, so that's a good start because those have been proven before. So let's carry on. I think we're going to go down the path to church ruins next, so we'll go down here, see what happens. Really might leave this recording actually. Let's go, come on Kev. What was your question, Kevin?
Well, the question is when your spirit guides talk to you and give you some, tell you where to go, position-wise.
Yep.
Is it a thought in your head or is it a voice coming to you?
So, me personally, normally I'll ask and use my clairaudience. So they'll be like, oh, go left, go right, stay in the sunshine like they have today for now, and then later we're going into the darker scenes, like in the trees basically. So for me it's that at the moment, but sometimes you just get a feeling or a pull. So yeah, there's your answer. You know you can chirp up whenever you want, by the way, so we'll go down here, see what happens. I've got loads of equipment in here, so I've got EMF detector that you can have a shot on. I've got cat balls, I've got some other things I don't remember, and then obviously I've got the apps that we'll use in a bit, just to see if we can pick up when I've got a Seer app which will let the spirits interact with AI and things like that. And one that detects like figures and stuff like that. Can't think of what it's called. So I've got them, so we can play with them in a bit, which is cool. Okay, so well, at this point, what are we detecting now then, please, spirit? There's the road. That's really loud, actually. What does it say? Open. What? The ground is open. It's a sign. It's a sign. It's found
your channels are open.
Oh, I see your point. So he's found a sticker that says open. Yeah. You just put it back on the floor. There's no bins, to be fair. No. And he was like, oh look, your channel's open. It's a sign. So yeah, fair. I like it.
I put it in my bag.
But yeah, he's going to put it in his bag. Bin it later. That's a good citizen of life. Well done. Interesting.
I'm on a litter pick.
I wonder. Yeah, you're on a litter pick now. Maybe we should feel it and see where it's come from, but yeah. So there's the gate just here, whoop, there, and then I'm thinking like this bit here feels very energetic for me, like it feels like there's a lot more pull to me. And then Kevin's like down near the creek down here, what was it called, a holy well? A holy well. He's feeling very drawn to there, so we're gonna suss out both. I think we'll go to the well first because it's a little bit pretty and it's a little bit less involved with all the graves and energies and stuff, so we'll do that first, I think. This little holy well is actually a bit more like a little trickling stream, but apparently it doesn't run out of water, so that's kind of nice. Should we put pennies in it? I'm trying to cheer him up. Actually, wow, you can actually have a look in it. I didn't realise it was like, well, I went over the top earlier and I didn't realise you could get in. Oh, that's really squishy. Good job I got wellies. Oh, it's just, whoop, flipping out. Oh, it's just a bit of wall at the back. It's just a bit of wall. So yeah, I can see, like, it doesn't look like it's trickling from anywhere. It's just like it's coming out like a well. Yeah, okay, fair dues. So why was you drawn down here, Kev?
Because I like water, I think.
Because you like water?
No, I just think it's like, it's just interesting that there's not a lot of data about this holy well. Well, I think it's a holy well.
Have you not found anything?
I think to be honest, I think I am drawn to water more than actually feeling if there's any kind of thing.
Just calming and relaxing.
Yeah.
Alright, fair dues. So, we was thinking, right, so water plus Kevin might be a good idea of like how he can learn how to open up spiritually, yeah? Got glasses. But yeah, so we were thinking, like, so as a psychic medium, to you open up your channel, you often go into like this very like calm place and change like your thought patterns and the way your brain works changes and stuff like that, so that you can calm yourself down and become into a receiving sort of way. So maybe that is a way, if you're drawn here, it might be a way of you trying to open up with like meditation and things like that. So it's worth a shot at some point. I have to teach you that, I suppose. So psychically, I do feel like there's many spirits around this area. So I'm going to move on. It just feels very calming and like a good place to recharge maybe later. So I might end up doing that, depending on how much energy these spirits like have and zap or whatever. Let's see how we go, basically.
It is directly underneath the eastern wall, according to the English Heritage Notice Board. The spring arises from a bank just below the ruins of the church into a stone-lined chamber. The church is used for water for baptisms. That is now just overgrown. The spring is apparently culverted. That was the word that you were looking for earlier on.
Yes.
You were right, actually, because you did say culvert. Under the churchyard to emerge beyond the eastern wall to flow into a small stream.
Oh.
The use of the church ceased in the 16th century, although the churchyard is still in use with some recent burials at the east end. So it is a holy well because it's used for baptisms.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know.
So
should we get baptised?
If anybody wants to get baptised,
should we baptise yourself?
We do them every.
We do them every paranormal investigation.
Thursday lunchtime.
Thursday lunchtime. Yeah, we don't. No. We're not trying to be offensive, promise. No. Just having a laugh. I feel like this way is drawing me right now. Come and stay and sit on this or something. Let's see. We'll sit. Yeah, I think sit. Maybe not sit because it looks really grubby and gross. We'll hang out. We'll hang out here and suss some energies because that looks.
They're telling you to sit.
They keep saying there's something about being in the sunshine that's gonna do something important for me. Like it helps energize. I mean, I know about that anyway. But they keep saying like the energy from the sun. It will give you light and it will give you energy to carry out what you want to do and things like that. So that's interesting. So my spirit team is very loud today, so I'm actually going to change my frequency, which is something you can do as a psychic. If you want to communicate to like higher spirits, like ones that guide you for your highest good, then you keep your frequency high. So this is like being in a happy-go-lucky sort of energy, which is like more my jam. But when you need to communicate with passed over people, you'll like lower this frequency. So I'm purposely going to do that because my spirit team are super loud today, and they're like, do this, do that, why not, blah blah blah, and it's kind of getting a bit annoying. Because obviously I don't want to be here all flipping day because it's cold. So we're going to do that and see what happens. Or me again. Alright, so we'll just lower this frequency. So it just literally looks like meditation, really. But, alright. Okay, so what I envision when I do it is like a white light in a bar, sort of going down, lowering like just slowly. Keep it white light because obviously we're working with good energy still. And then what I wanted to do was push the light out and feel the land to spot spirits. I spotted a couple, so now I'm going to just change that light again. I keep seeing things in the corner of my eye over there, just in this area. So that was the sort of area that I was seeing a spirit, but it was like a white spirit, so it's like it's okay, but we'll work it out by that tree, Kev, that big one. And then so now I'm gonna change my light, my aura in essence, and sort of search the land to see what spirits are actually around. It's kind of the similar type of thing to changing, like having that bar and changing your frequency, but you push light out instead. That's really weird. That'll be why we've drawn here, because there's like a man that stands here. You might be seen there. Sometimes that was so quick. Like it's a man that likes to hang out in this corner. Right, Fedus. We'll channel him in a minute, see what else we can see. Yeah, a woman in white in this area as well. See, like, this changing your aura and, like, it's basically envisioning, knowing that you can do something like that will get you so much more psychic hits. Whereas if you just go somewhere and go, oh, I'll feel some energy, instead of using these tools, then you don't actually, like, get what you could get. So it's good to, like, sort of learn and try, and in a gentle way, especially if you're learning, right? So I'll see what else we can feel straight away. But yeah, lady in white in this area. Right. Oh, there's like a family. There's a family over here. I'm very drawn to the tops of this place. Like, so drawn. I don't know why. I'm going to have to look over the wall as well.
You've been like that from the very start.
Yeah, I have. It's like every single time I've said, oh, there's energy up here. Like, it's always on the top of the hill for some reason. Right, there was one coming down that hill as well, like in that corner. So I'm gonna, there's a rock. There's a bit of rock. Down that corner, there's like a masculine spirit as well that I was picking up on, but he looks like a darker haired man in that corner. So that's a good start, I suppose. We can just roll with that if you want. If that sounds good to you, Kev.
Yeah.
Good to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Where do you want to start? I think upright.
What about this dude?
Oh yeah. What about this dude? Okay. Yeah. All right. Fair dues. Right. That's a good point. I forgot about him already.
Hey.
So. All right. Let's tune into this man. Let's maybe put this so we can see him a little bit. So in this corner. Yeah. Let's put that there. So in this corner, there's like a man that likes to sort of hang out there. Like, spirits like to have like their general area, I find, unless they come and attach to you. And they also like to make themselves known if they've got a message for you or something to talk about. Or just like, I call them lonely souls, because no one speaks to them, but this is a good graveyard for people communicating with souls. I've had an idea, Kev. I can get your camera out now, because you're setting it up anyway. Good work, Kev, already. Way ahead of the game.
Yeah.
And we'll use the apps that I've got and the equipment. Sound good? He's concentrating. Alright, concentrating. Good work, Kev.
Thanks.
This is filming, by the way. It just did it itself, because of course it did. It usually does. It's like, oh, by the way, spirit. Okay. So when we was walking up that hill, by the way, I did see something dark. I've seen it twice now, where that you see that big massive pine. I've seen it's like a grey shape, like a shadowy, but it's very grey. So we just had a minute ago. This just went bright orange. So we've got the EMF, and then we've got the catwall. I mean, if you knock it off, it don't matter because I've already chucked one in the bin because they're rubbish quality. And then I'm going to get some what they call different apps that I've got on my phone. I don't know. I'll turn that off for a minute. So this man, I heard pottery. So I don't know if he's like. It showed me like actual like clay pots though. Okay, tell me why that's significant or why you want to talk about it, please. If you can touch these as well whilst you're at it, that would be perfect and fantastic. Because then we've got some evidence to show everyone that you exist. Would you like to show me instead? Yeah, okay. So sometimes spirits, they can't convey what they want to say, they struggle to speak. So like if you've ever seen like paranormal investigations where they're just like, when you hear like certain bits of words or like bleh or ah, that's it sort of thing, like those sort of things in paranormal investigations, sometimes that's because the spirit's struggling to physically speak. So sometimes you'll need to swap your communication methods. So sometimes they won't speak, they'll be able to play with the toys instead, or you're better off getting a medium so that they can hear you, or like recording devices. It's all different depending on the spirit, completely different ballpark and how much energy they have and things like that comes into hand. So I guess I'll just tune in because he wants to show. So I'm going to change my auric field to blue, like indigo blue for your third eye, and then you can see better. Feel free to try that at home because it's not hard. All you have to do is get a blue light from Mother Gaia or Earth. I call her Mother Gaia because I know we're acquainted. And we imagine a blue light, an indigo light, so purpley dark blue, going right through all of your chakras, coming to your third eye, and then coming through your roof and then around you, through your roof of your head sort of thing. Like, it's not really a roof, crown, but all in dark blue, and surround yourself. And then you should be able to, with practice, see more psychically. So that's what we do basically. Easy peasy, with practice. But it's an easy thing for everyone to join in is what I mean. Okay, so this guy's got like a weird haircut, so it's like it's choppy and it sticks out, like, but it's dark brown. And then he's showing me sometimes he's got a hat and sometimes he doesn't. I don't know what that's all about. Show me like, you know, like clay tools, like cutting tools. It's like an old-fashioned one. So it's like, so it's like this, that sort of triangle, and then a handle. And it's like just for using for clay, like to separate pieces. So maybe he was like into pottery, making crafts and stuff. Hey, editing Becca here. So I did actually find some information on the pottery part of this video. When John, number one, John in the corner was like, hey, we used to make these pots and stuff. So I actually found some evidence of that. So I'm going to stick it here so you can pause and read. And then we'll move on to the other evidence, I suppose, in editing Becca mode. So you'll see me again in a minute. Anything else you'd like to show me? Showed me they had a blonde wife and a young child. I think it's a little boy. Just double check. Robert. A little boy called Robert. Wonder if that's around. I mean, it'd be a bit tricky to find, but we could try. Okay. And your wife? Does she have a name? sometimes spirits don't. Like sometimes they're like, yeah, hi, I'm whoever, like, and then other times they're like, nah, I don't know you yet, like we're not very, like we haven't talked enough to be like, hi, I'm Becca, sort of thing. You know, like just like humans do on the street, like you end up chatting to someone in a coffee shop and sometimes they go, oh hi, yeah, my name's whatever. Sometimes you add each other on Facebook and stuff, but it's just the same. Okay, it is actually picking up a man sitting on here on occasion. Oh, that's my hand. It's like picking up a man here. Not really sure if it's, I don't know. Well, I was picking up on a man in this corner. He's sort of moving about. But yeah, so, and then this little bit where I've put the little devices. You can play with those devices. You're more than welcome to. Just go and touch them. They change colours. They won't hurt. But yeah, it keeps coming up with this little. It's like maybe a child spirit. Oh, okay. She's telling me about other spirits in the graveyard. That's cool. Oh, so that's actually very helpful. What would you like to say? Okay, so you know that family I was picking up earlier in that top corner? It was like they're a nice like group of people, sort of say people, spirits, to go and talk to you, like they're chummy, if you like. That's interesting. Okay, and then is there any other spirits I should know about that you particularly think about I should know about? There's a wise one. Okay. A divining priest. Okay, that's interesting. That might be the guy. I think his name was John, wasn't it? His grave's down there, the one that I showed you earlier. Okay, saying like the wise one doesn't really like company for some reason. You good?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't like company for some reason. He seems like we picked up on that sort of grumpy energy anyway, didn't we? Is there anything particular I need to know about that? Okay, so he was just like, you wait and see. So I was like, oh, alright, okay, guess we're meeting him at some point, and then we'll just learn that way. Alright, should we move on? I guess we'll move on to the next bunch of spirits. So I've been guided to come up this hill, and the guy I was just talking to in the corner, he, like, I kept hearing the word John, the name John, so I was like, oh, okay. So he was like, come to this gravestone, and straight away it says John. So I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Like, let's see what happens, I suppose. So we've got, whilst we're setting up the other camera, we've got a cat ball, and we've got the EMF detector just here. So we'll see what happens. Like, sometimes they don't go off, but we'll see if John wants to say anything else, I suppose. Right, so John, what did you want to say? Why did you lead us up here? Because we were getting like a group of family. I heard 3 children there. 3 children. A man and a wife. A man and his wife, okay. Seeks of delight. Okay, anything else? There's a troublesome way of their past, is what I heard. Okay, tell me the story then, that's nice. Like, I like hearing stories. The viewers like hearing stories. Interesting, because you never hear them otherwise. I'm getting the impression of like fluey type energy, and it just like wipes out most of the family. So I heard a farming fact. So like it is like, do you mean like you were a family of farmers, or was like a disease related to farms, or farming seeks fit? Okay, so alright. Anything else on that one? It's like, so it's literally saying like my farm was in Broughton, so like Broughton, whatever. This village, what is it called?
Boughton.
Boughton. Is there a place called Broughton?
Yeah.
So I'm getting muddled up. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's here, it's local, but he showed me like that area that way. I don't know if there's a farm there, I suppose we can see on Google Maps or something. Okay. Showing me dairy cows, fair enough. Just telling me about his life. Sometimes that's all they want to do is tell you a little bit about them, and like, it's a little bit mundane, but it is what they want to say, so see what happens. Okay, what do you want to tell me? Saying like he enjoyed the hard work, okay, of having a farm. Yeah. Showing me rabbits hung up, like, you know, when you'd eat them. Right. It was like a delicacy of a treat. Sort of like, alright. I don't know how what year is on this. I mean, you can't tell. Does it say on this side? Oh, I would say on the inside. No, it's all mashed away, so I don't know. It looks pretty old though, doesn't it? Alright. Okay. Anything else? Saying he enjoyed rabbit soup. So random. See, like, with any type of thing like this, it's just, I don't know. It's just so random sometimes. Okay. Here I am, editing Becca again. Anyway, so I found like the whole rabbit stew, rabbit soup thing that I was channeling. It actually has some merit to it. So apparently, like years ago, if I find something extra, I'll put it on the screen. But if not, I can't remember where I found this. But yeah, so apparently there was a rabbit infestation. So when you go to this graveyard, the ground is super steep, right? And it's very like lumpy and bumpy, and like it's just not very good terrain if you've got bad ankles, or if you've got no legs or something like that. Anyway, you just literally can't, like, you need some decent footwear, especially if it's wet and raining and stuff. Like, it's just like, it's just dangerous basically. Probably not as dangerous as it was back in the day, because I found an article that said people started not going to this church purely because there was too many rabbits making holes in the ground, and they thought that they would break their necks to go to church. So I guess that was a good excuse back in the day, but yeah. But yeah, so that's some evidence of why the rabbits were coming up, because I didn't have a clue at the time. But, you know, I guess we'll move on to the next evidence the next time you see me. He says he wants to hang out with us as we go around. You can hang out with us because he likes our bickering, as in like our silly...
Our chatter.
Yeah,
that's right.
our silly chat.
Yeah.
Just being silly and messing about. Okay, yeah, you can hang out with us. Did you want to let any of those go off, or you're not fussed? Just wants to hang out. Alright, hang out. That's fine. Do you want to show us around the graveyard for a bit? I see, great. Okay, so we're going this way. Alright, I guess we're moving on then, because fair dues. Well, we'll move on.
Cheers, John.
Yes, come on then, John. So me and Kevin have just come up to where John has just told us to, and we found these 5 gravestones, and they are literally a family of 5, like what I was just talking about. So they are the Francis family, but we're going to try and read some because they're super old, and see if there's any details that we can pick up on with the farm or something. We'll see. Okay, so I can't read most of these because like they're just like that, but this one has a picture of some sort of farmy stuff like wheat and a mill looking thing, but so maybe that's part of the story, I don't know. But yeah, we'll just try and see what we can find out, I guess. So I just came back through here from going to the car and getting my coffee, and I noticed like there's a threshold feeling. It's like it's very weak threshold, but it's different, and I was just like, oh, in here feels like a completely different realm of reality, or like something like that. It was kind of strange. So yeah, I'm just going to find Kevin again to see what he's up to. I left him with my EMF detector and a cat ball. I think he's quite curious about this sort of thing because I don't think he's really done any paranormal sort of stuff before, but obviously we're friends, so I am his paranormal. Anyway, well, I guess we'll carry on in a sec. Hello, editing Becca again. So when I mentioned like this force fieldy sort of feeling, like it being in two different realms at the gate, right? It was like outside felt like normal life, and then when you go in, it felt like a different. I don't know. I could only describe it as a different time period, right? I don't even know how to describe that, but a different time period. If you think about it like this, right? So you grew up in the 90s. The 90s felt a certain way. You grew up in the 2000s. The 2000s felt a certain way. Yeah, it's like that. But I don't even know how many years. Like it just felt different, right? It just felt like there's a different time period in this graveyard compared to outside of the graveyard, right? But I did my homework, and there's like this love story behind it, right? Behind like so basically this lady, she wasn't allowed to go into the graveyard to visit her husband's grave because she sinned and like unalived herself. So he was a religious man, they were a religious family, they went to the church, and he became suddenly sick, passed away, she unalived herself, and then she, because that's a sin, she wasn't allowed in like the church anymore, like she was like banned sort of thing. So when she passed away, her like soul can't come and visit apparently. I mean, maybe we need to check that out one day, maybe someone else will do it, but hopefully they get some evidence as well. So but I was wondering if like there's like boundary feeling because of this story, or like because of there is an actual boundary or something that the soul can't move into. But I don't know, I guess that's something for another time that we need to dive into. I don't know, maybe. If you want to see that, put a comment below, I suppose. See what happens. We can only try, yeah? Right, you'll see me again in a minute. Then I'll listen here, and if you want to chat through them, like communicate through them to let us know you're here, you can. But if not, don't worry about it, and you'll just talk through me. So, this is apparently the guy that used to work at this church and like own it, look after it. I keep seeing ghost animals. Like I saw a dog run and there's no one else here.
You see rabbits.
It was like a small white fluffy dog, but I don't know. Oh, and when I went to the car, there's a farm field here. It's like sheep, and then there's like a little farmhouse up there. So it is farmland, so that's interesting. I didn't even observe that. Whenever I'm around this grave, I get a headache.
Really?
Yeah.
Be nice, John.
No, sometimes it's them trying to tell you like it's how they suffered or what they suffered with or things like that. So, okay.
Can I ask John a question?
Yeah, can. Yeah.
John, why have you got trees, branches going round your in a fashion? Are you trying to protect yourself?
Whoa, this guy's grumpy. He's like, don't ask stupid questions, sort of thing. He's grumpy.
John, give me a good answer then. I'm not. It's not a stupid question. Right. I can move them, John.
We can, yeah. It's like the rain just pushed them down or something.
Yeah, it's like he's trying to like keep people away from here.
Yeah, it's like I don't want anything to do with anyone else or something.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't desire to change. Wait, he's like a proper grumpy old git.
Don't want you to change, John.
No. I mean, I love a grumpy old git. That is spiking. I don't know if that camera can get it. But this is going on. So, that's not going to stay on there, is it? Is it? Oh.
No, I think it might be alright. It's actually got. It's got quite a good range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just put it here. But it was spiking. You can play with it some more. Energy, like heat again. Nothing's frozen, and that's good that I can feel heat so significantly. Right, okay, so John, what do you want to convey to the people that visit this graveyard? It's very much like he's very much like, just leave me alone. Like, do you want to cross over though? Because I am the one to do it. Have you crossed over and come back? He's like, no, I haven't. Like, he's really.
Is he happy where he is? Is he content?
Are you happy? He's He's like, never have been. I had he had like a grumpy farmer voice. Like his wife outlived him quite a while. So he died at age 47, and she died at 80. So it's quite a difference.
Yeah.
It's just saying like he's happy just to roam around here for like forevermore, sort of thing. Like you don't have to do that. You can pass over and see your loved ones and go to the other realm, like heaven if you like, and see your loved ones, and then come back if you want. And you can come back as like a guardian spirit for this area if you wanted. So, doing my homework again. So the grave that we thought was Grumpy John, yeah, it's grumpy for a reason, right? So we did the homework, like he was more of an established person, but he didn't seem to work for the church, so that will be why he avoided it, right, from my homework. But he was the 8th baronet in a family, and his great-great-grandpa was actually a pretty cool guy, so he accomplished a lot more than the 8th baronet, John Blencoe Robinson, the 8th baronet. Oh yeah. So I found it, right. So it's said that his great-great-great-granddaddy, the 1st baronet, Sir John Robinson, was a merchant and a politician who sat in House of Commons between 1660 and 1667. He was Lord of the Manor of London. It says he was City of London merchant and a member of the Worshipful Company of Clothworkers. Because he was one of the court assistants with the Levant Company from 1651 to 1653 and from 1655 to 1656. On the 18th of December 1655, he was elected an alderman of the City of London for Dowgate Ward. He was a master of the Clothworkers Company in 1656, and he was Sheriff of London from I didn't know they did sheriffs, 1657 to 1658, so only 1 year, I suppose. In 58, he became an alderman for Cripplegate Ward. He became Colonel of Green Regiment in 59, holding the position till 1680. In 1660, Robinson was elected a member of the Parliament for the City of London in the Convention Parliament. He was knighted on the 26th of May 1660, and on the 22nd of June 1660 he was made baronet. So knighted means you turn into a sir, and then you get it done again, I think, and you become a baronet. He was lieutenant of the Tower of London from 1660 to 1680 and became vice president of the Honourable Artillery Company in 1660. So he did a lot in 1660. In 1661, Robinson was elected MP for Rye in the Cavalier Parliament. He became president of the Honourable Artillery Company in 1661 and remained until 1680. In 1662, he was elected Lord of the Manor of London. In 1663, he became alderman of for Tower Ward. He was on the Committee of East India Company from 66 to 67, from 68 to 74, and from 75 to 77, and on and off, basically, on and off. He became deputy governor of the Hudson's Bay Company in 1670. So yeah, our Grumpy John had a lot to live up to, I suppose. What's the headache that you could show me? He's like, I was tired and ill, but he's showing me like this headache that goes around this eye into like the nose, a little bit here, and then it's like here all the time. And like eventually this pain, it goes along here to his ear. It's like this half of his head is just hurting. Okay, so what I'm getting, this is messed up. So I always get a weird messed up spirit. So what I'm getting is like this pain that was going over his head and into his ear eventually, like it moves slowly over time. Moves like it's years. as I was saying that, he just had so much pain, and then I got that there was a suicide, and that he shot himself to stop. So, I don't know, like, did you have to do that? Reading this, doing my homework, it says, like, after the fire of London, original Baronet John Robinson, he was, along with his friend Samuel Pepys, I'll put it down how it's spelled, between 1663 and 1666 anyway, it doesn't say. It was like the Great Fire of London anyway. Like, they worked together to stop fire spreading and was recognised for it. But then shortly after that, so just before he did well and got recognised for it by the king, he actually tried to take his own life. So that might be what I was picking up on. Like, maybe they're just trying to tell me a bit of a story. Interesting. I can't find anything else on this, like how he tried to do it, because obviously I got the gun to the face, sort of. But I can't find anything. It's just so blunt and just, like, nothing's written about it. Maybe because it was a sin to commit suicide. Maybe because that's why it's so hush-hush. So, you didn't... So this is a misled thing that you looked after this church. I don't know where I heard this fact became it. Alright. Someone just made that up. Yeah, so this is a sir and a dame on here.
What's the little bit? So what?
Glen Cove. Who you really are. Can we do that? Oh, okay, I heard I seek to reform it, so he wants
When did he die?
1877. So if you can touch this, that would be good. Well, if you can't, then it is what it is. So, what's your real story then? Since you're a sir and obviously didn't look after this church, and people have got muddled up. I'm hearing farmlands again. There's a lot of farmers around here. But you're a sir. He's saying, like, over the hill, he's like pointing up there, there's like farmlands, and then over the hill there was like a nice, it's like a nice home.
The one that we have a match on here.
Yeah, we do have a match.
Yeah. Was his wife Winifred Stewart?
It just said Winifred Robinson, so maybe it was her.
So Dame Winifred Stewart, yeah.
That's good.
So, yeah, it doesn't say. It says where he's. So, John, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So John Blencoe Robinson, gender male at birth, date the 20th of May 1830. He was born in Cranford, Kettering. He died in Brixworth.
He was buried here.
He was buried in Old St John Baptist Church, burial or cremation at the place of Boughton. And then it says, but it doesn't say of how Mr. Robinson.
Where is Brixworth in?
Just slightly northwest, northeast.
I don't know what that's from.
Oh yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's like literally. Yeah.
So you're saying, like, you were telling me, like, over in the farmland, then there's a nice house, a nicer house, because he's not. It's like he's close to the farmland, but he's not. But like he might have friends that work in, something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting. I don't know. I keep getting like the impression that he owns some of the land, some of the farming land, like someone works it for him or something like that. I don't know. Because I didn't get anything about church, and obviously he's a sir, so that is just a rumour.
We'll have a look and research a little bit more about you, John. We'll keep your memory alive.
Yeah, I hope that's cheered you up.
Don't want you to be grumpy, John.
Does it cheer you up, Kevin?
I feel a lot better now. I was very tired up the top.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of energy up there. Right, me and Kevin are moving around. We're going to go in the ruins. And we just suddenly thought, we've had so many Johns today, so we're going to start nicknaming the Johns. So the last one was Grumpy John. It was really nice John in this corner.
No, we call him John from the corner.
John from the corner.
Yeah.
That sounds like he's got a bad job. Well, might be a good job, I don't know.
We've got Family John.
Family John, which is up there. In the
Rabbit Killer John.
Rabbit Killer John.
No, hold on.
Was he called John?
I think it was.
I think he was called John.
But I think we should call him...
This is going to be a joke now.
Rabbit Stew John.
Rabbit Stew John, yeah, because
Yeah.
he loved a bit of rabbit stew. Okay, well, we're in the ruins now. See what we can do. So, as a psychic medium, you can often touch like objects, like we've seen on my last video with the spooky bear, and you can sort of feel through energies. Kevin, I'll get you to try this because you need to, like, he's trying to open up these abilities and this knowledge and everything about spiritual stuff. But he's a bit closed off at the moment. But we're gonna open him up eventually. This could be a series, Kevin opening up to his psychic abilities. Yeah, you fancy that? So yeah, we'll get so I'm gonna just sort of put my hands on walls. It's probably gonna be freezing because it is freezing. And then we'll see if anything comes through, I guess. Sound good?
Yeah.
Do you want to try?
Yeah. I can do, yeah.
Yeah, we should try. Right, take gloves off. Because then you can use... Your heart chakra is connected to the middle of your palm, like we said in a previous video as well. Like that was the bear video as well, actually. Spooky bear, the spooky bear. Right, let's see. I feel drawn to this bit. Where do you feel drawn to?
Not the graffitied wall.
Not the graffitied wall.
That's
People are so stupid. Look, people have graffitied ancient ruins like you're a twat. Like, you know. Right, so I'm very drawn to this bit.
I think about this one because this looks a little bit like.
Yeah,
like
it looks a bit strange. Yeah, I was drawn to this corner bit as well.
I was sure it was like fireplacey, but it's not. It's
Yeah,
it's like a.
that's what I thought. I was like, is it a fireplace? No, it's not a fireplace. It's something weird. I don't know what it is.
It's a cobweb at the top, which is interesting.
Gross. Right, so put your hand on the wall, palm down, and then
Oh, like this.
yeah, just like that. Perfect. Yeah. And then close your eyes and just sort of get into a very calm energy in yourself like you would with meditation. Yeah, just for a minute, and then see if you can get anything from that. It can be anything. It can be like a word, a phrase, an image, a feeling, just knowing something. And if you can't get anything, then it doesn't matter.
No, there's not really anything. It just feels very cold.
Alright, it was worth a try. Like,
yeah.
I mean, sometimes it'll take a little while. Sometimes you need to like meditate beforehand when you're learning these things and stuff, but that's fine. Okay, so you want to try again? You can just stay there for a bit and then we can check back in with you in about 20 minutes. Yeah, you carry on. So I've left Kevin just trying to work that out. Like, he's got an exercise, he's doing his homework. So I'm drawn to this corner of this church. I think this bit. So I'm gonna feel it and basically do what I've just told Kevin to do and see what energies I pick up on, if any. Like sometimes you're just like, oh, that's a bit of a dead energy, there's nothing really happening. I'm very drawn to like this part. So let's see what I get. Whoa, this is kind of strange. So I'm getting like church bells and crying straight away. Like I feel quite sad. They're saying like spirits or the energy that of this church is telling me like when it was starting to crumble, like very before it, like it still had a roof and stuff. I'm seeing a lady in black with like a headdress over, like something black over her head. I heard a weeping widow, which is, yeah, kind of makes sense. Does she have a message? She's a spirit that needs to cross over. That's interesting. Where, well, if you can come to me, and I'll find a light gate for you, and then we will cross you over. I'll probably put some AI images in here just so you can understand what I'm seeing. Just makes it a lot easier for people to understand. Okay. Kevin, I got you some more homework. Come and feel where this lady is. He's on his way. So, I don't know if he was listening to me a minute ago.
A little bit.
There's a lady here.
Hello?
You can see if you can feel her energy.
On the wall, or
She's just here. She's just here. If you can feel her energies here, she's come towards me to be crossed over because she's stuck where she was. I don't know if you can feel it.
we feel a bit warm here. Yeah.
She's a weeping widow. Yeah.
It feels warm, and we're not in the sun.
No,
So-
it's just moved around. Yeah. So yeah, like it is warmer over here anyway, but yeah, this is warm on this brick as well where it's been in the sun. But yeah. So interesting, huh? So I thought you might be able to do that because you picked up on when we was playing up the top over there with those graves. So that's something. So we know you've got possibility of having clairsentience. So for psychic touch, psychic feeling and emotion. So you've got a possibility of opening that up. If that's the one that's knocking on your door first and most obvious for you, then focus on that first, and then later the others should open up quite slowly or quickly, depending on how much you want to work on that sort of thing. So that's good. Did you get anything over on the other wall?
No, no.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, yeah. I just was visualising just like a really clear day, but it's a really clear day, so I don't know whether I was seeing something different.
So yes, so sometimes these things will come through as like a story to unfold. So it might be like it was a day like this, so they've put that to your mind.
Right.
So, or like it's showing you a memory, basically. So it could have turned into something.
Yeah.
Might go and see if I can pick up on that.
Yeah.
Do you fancy that?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's go do that then. Let's go back over to this wall. Wow, that's blinding. Lovely. It's lovely blinding. Right. So we're back on Kevin's wall. So did you stay here when you got it?
Yeah, I was saying that, and then I moved to there, and then there's nothing from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, let's see. Can you show me what Kevin was seeing, please? I think you're right. What I'm seeing, you tell me if you got the same thing, but it's like higher in the sky, so it's like sun in the sky.
Yeah.
Not so much land as an image.
Yeah.
Okay, why is this significant? I hear sheep bleating, like, bleh, bleh. Alright. There's a lot of farmlandy stuff that I'm picking up today.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a bit in the middle of nowhere, and there's still farms, so maybe something to do with that. Okay, anything else? This is freezing, this wall, compared to the other one.
My leg was shaking, and I wasn't too sure.
Yeah.
Whether my knee,
It's like icy cold.
Yeah.
I think it is just the temperature of it, though, because it's like... See if we do that. That's kind of strange. So I'm seeing like a lot of people marching towards the church, just like an event or something. That's weird. I don't know what that would be. I mean, I'm not clued up with my history. So when I was saying about seeing like people marching towards this place, and I had no idea what it was. It didn't feel. It felt like anxious, but you know, like when you know something's going to happen. So like you know you've got a test, or you know you've got a stand up on stage, or you've got to present something to your boss. It's like that kind of anxious. That was feeling, but apparently like people used to host like a fete here, and they used to like do stuff with like horses and stuff, and I could see horses in this vision. But I could see a lot of people in bright coloured clothing and flags and stuff, and I was like, I have no idea what that is, but there was like people marching towards this church, right? But now I've done the homework, it said there was like a fete, and I was like, oh, that makes sense for the bright colours, because it didn't seem like it was war sort of energy, like we're going to take over the church and we're going to like, I don't know, do something weird, do something bad or something. It didn't seem like that. It had like a bit of that nervous anticipation that something is going to happen, like an event's going to happen. But yeah, so I don't know. I guess maybe it was that I was picking up on. Maybe I should have stayed in the vision a little bit longer and seen what else I got, but I didn't. So sometimes you just don't know it's finished. But yeah, you'll see me again in a minute, I suppose. I'm getting like a feeling of anxiety in my stomach as well. It's like, oh, I'm a bit nervous about this happening or what's going on. That's really weird. But yeah, it's still like the sunshiny, nice day though.
We didn't get anything other than just like.
No, but it's a start, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
good. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know what I was picking up there, but it was some sort of like, I don't want to say a siege or there's like a procession or something, but there was anxiety towards it, and it was kind of strange. Like,
Yeah, was it part of the you know, the thing from Henry VIII, when they desecrated churches?
yeah, I don't know when that happened in the time period, but yeah, you could be right. So, do you want to tell me more about that? Because I don't know.
No, I don't. I'd rather not embarrass myself anymore.
I know a little bit, but it's like 1% out of 100, yeah? Okay, so yeah, there was a time period that we vaguely know of. Hopefully I can find some homework. You can help me with the homework, because
Yeah,
you're probably more likely to understand it than I am. But yeah, so there was a time period where certain churches was just like destroyed, and like, or people believing in certain faiths were like, no, you can't do that anymore. And so they'd have places where they could escape in 2 ways, or go underground and escape somewhere else and things like that. So when me and Kevin was talking about different churches taking over and it becoming like illegal to be of a certain faith, right? I did my homework finally, and it said during the 1660s and 1670s there was like penal laws enacted which persecuted both Catholic members and non-conformist groups. So that's what we were talking about, I guess. Like, there was something in there. So King Henry VIII and his successors passed laws that made it illegal to be Catholic in England. So that's what we were talking about. In similar time period to when the church was there. That's interesting. So it did get reversed like hundreds of years later. You had to be Church of England and not Catholic until like the 1700s, the ends of the 1700s. And then it became a bit more okay again. So yeah, that's good. That's better open-mindedness.
That'd be the end.
Yeah, these are all walls. Yeah, so maybe over here, because there's like a break in the wall there. So maybe that was a door, and that looks like it could be a door there.
Yeah.
So I'm doing my homework, and it says St John's Baptist Church, the ruins, in Boughton, Northamptonshire, date back to the 14th century. And that's very interesting, like that's quite a long time. But they fell into ruins like in the 18th century, okay? So look down. It says like the tower and spire collapsed in 1784, so at least that's documented. It says the fair went on between 1351 and until 1916. So that's loads. There's all this flipping hundreds of years. So that was obviously pretty good fare, but it does say it was like one of the biggest in the whole country. So interesting. It says like this church festival fete fair was like literally originally pagan in origin. So and then over the time, like there's that time period anyway that like Christianity came and took over pagan type religious ceremonies and ideas and changed them into what they are considered today, pretty much. So it's not really changed much since we've had a mainly Christian country and time period, is it? So there you go, we're back. Right, so we're just talking about things that we've seen out of the corner of our eyes today. So I've seen a few shapes. I've seen a full-on dog run past at the top, so up here, by that little thing that's like pointing out the little pale grey thing. I saw like a white fluffy dog spirit, and we were the only ones here.
Yep.
You've seen things...
Just very out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah.
So, but you know, sometimes you think,
yeah,
now there's no breeze or no wind at all, and then suddenly it will pick up across there and the light will shine. But I did definitely see like a white glimpse or something over there. It was something small, it was like an animal, but not.
Yeah.
And then over that side, I think the way the trees were, it felt like there was something there.
Yeah, I saw something over, sort of round that corner, just there. There's like that big pine tree. And I saw something like, it's like someone was just going like that, sort of like
creeping away.
Creeping right round it like quickly. But that was a grey shade.
Maybe it was a creepy John.
It was a creepy John. Yes. It might have been a creepy John.
Yeah. It's a very interesting place.
Yeah, it's got. I quite like the energy here.
Yeah.
Like, I suss out quite a few energies.
I think something that's come to mind. I think spirits here are disappointed that people are saying it's a haunted place. It's the most haunted place in Northampton.
Yeah.
Because people are coming here to try and be spooked, but it's not. You know.
It's not
It's not that.
No. So spirits like to just be treated like nice.
Yeah.
They like to be respected. They like to be chatted to like a nice human being, like you would interact with your friends and family and people on the street. But yeah, I think especially John in the corner.
Yeah.
Not the actual corner. What was that? Grumpy John. Grumpy John.
Yeah.
Grumpy John was not impressed. Like.
Yeah. Sir Grumpy John.
Sir Grumpy John. Yeah. Yeah. So he was not impressed, and yeah, it was a shame really, but.
I mean, there's an opportunity now for any kind of spirit that's not very nice and doesn't want to be very nice to bring themselves forward, and they had every opportunity.
Yeah, just a load of Johns for some reason. I don't know why. so random. Like we didn't get any women apart from when I saw at the beginning.
This lady here at the end.
Well, who was her?
You know the one you said wanted to pass over.
Oh yeah, apart from that lady at the end that's going to pass over with me in a minute, and we haven't got anyone else apart from when I visualised at the beginning and I saw a lady with red hair, which has come up for other people before. Like I saw a white clothes and then bright red hair, like orangey red. So yeah, apart from that, so yeah, we'll tune into that lady then, I guess, and then we'll be going, I suppose.
Yeah.
So the Weeping Willow lady, we're gonna make sure you cross over now. She's ready to go. She feels like she's been here for a long time, just sort of waiting. So we got her here, just over here. But she's coming towards me. I asked her to, basically. You can ask spirits and they will, normally. So...
It's amazing how the grass is moving. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so Kevin was just pointing out that the grass is moving only in a particular place at the moment. So, okay, started a bit more wind, but yeah, strange. But it was more prevalent just where we were. If that heat's coming back again and it's in the shade, like, you feel it. Come and feel it. Come on, Kev.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So Weeping Widow lady. Do you have a name? I'm getting Catherine? Catherine? Yeah, Catherine. With a C. Right. So, you ready to go? Okay, so I'm going to tune in and see where the light gate is around here. If there isn't one, then we make one. So, we'll see what happens. Alright. I don't think there is. I think it's best. So I can't find a gate. I have like a sort of looked psychically like we said earlier, and I can't find a light gate around here. So this might be why there's so many spirits knocking about, and why people find that they get a lot of interaction from spirits when they paranormal investigate. So I am going to put a gate in to make sure that any spirits that want to cross over can just go straight. Alright, this is a bit more complicated. This is more astral work than it is just psychic-y work. Okay, I'm going to put it on the top of the hill where the sun is, because it seems a fitting place. It's kind of a pretty place. Alright, this is kind of strange. That's kind of strange. Oh, we'll embrace it. Okay, so basically what you do is you visualize making an arch, if you like, just like these arches, just like the arches, or like it could be a doorway, whatever you want to do it as, like as long as it's some sort of doorway, some sort of way to go through, full of light, fill it with light, and then send it absolute pure love light from your heart chakra and straight into the portal. So sometimes when you do this, you'll have like a weird silence come over. Sometimes you'll get more activity going on and stuff like that. So it's kind of strange, but it is what it is. I've done this in multiple places. I do it all the time, really. But whenever there's a lot of wandering spirits, then we should always make a light gate. Okay. I'll add in some AI so you can sort of see what I'm doing. And show you what I saw, sort of as an idea, because you know what AI is like, it's a bit mental with like 15 fingers on a hand and stuff. But I'll show you where I've put it. So right where this tree is in the middle, it's just here, okay? So it's like, so it's easy to find, and there's a lot of spirits around there that can go to it. You make them nice and bright and beautiful so that spirits will attract to there, okay? So Catherine, can you see that portal or light gate that I've just made? Yeah, okay, so I see it fit. Okay, so all you have to do is go through there. It's not going to hurt at all. It's going to make you feel complete bliss. This is what happens when you pass over. You will feel complete bliss, even if you're suffering just before. You know, there's that morbid thing where before you pass over you get a little bit better. There's your bliss. Okay. Okay, I heard she seeks to leave, which is my spirit team telling me like she's going. Okay, she's gone. That's good. That's good. So she's gone. That's where the gate is. That's nice. Can we feel? Yeah, she's left an energetic print. I can feel that still. So she might, like, so spirits can do an energetic print sort of thing. I call them that. I don't know if there's an actual technical term, but it's where they have memory. So if they want to come back, they can come and visit, basically. It's just one of those things. It's just like memory, if you like. But yeah, so we're done. Interesting. It's kind of nice. Like, I haven't shown anyone crossing over stuff before, but you know, you're learning. And my channel's kind of weird, so I hope you like that. Okay, so we're done today. We've finished. We've had a look around. We've done some spirit communication. We had a really nice time.
We did, yeah. Yeah, really good. It's very interesting.
Yeah, you've learned a lot.
I have.
You've had a shot on things, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's such a cool be saying it. Had a shot.
Met a load of Johns.
Yeah, met loads of Johns. See you later, Johns, I guess. Like, maybe we'll see him again at some point. Well, I mean,
yeah.
we crossed over Catherine in the end. She's gone. I'll put some AI so people can see it. Obviously, you've probably seen that already. But yeah, thank you for coming. We've had a nice time. We've been freezing whilst we've done it, so
Yeah.
yeah, you
Yeah.
freezing? I'm
A little bit.
freezing.
But like and subscribe to Rebecca's channel.
Thanks.
And tick the bell icon.
Oh yeah, you
for
can tick the. I always
notifications.
forget that exists.
Yeah, well, Matilda told me all of that stuff. But no, it's been really good, and I'm sure we'll do another one.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm up for having friends
Yeah.
come
Yeah,
be weird with me.
Another guest appearance, maybe. You never know.
Yeah, yeah. Future Kevin. All right. Take care, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.